Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good Tuesday afternoon, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Oresco. Your top stories at 4 in just one moment. But first, a look at traffic and weather with 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Brian, I would imagine not a lot of complaints in the weather department. Beautiful day. Traffic also not looking half bad.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking today that, man, if you planned on this week for vacation, you nailed it because...
And we did not nail it.
Unfortunately
because we
not.
are here.
We're here. But we're fine public servants, so we're providing the information that you need to make your day better, I suppose. Let's take a look at the traffic. And the good news is that there's really no news here. Up and down 91, things are moving fine. The Berkshires to the Worcester Hills on the Mass Pike, you're also in good shape. I-291 and 391 are running fine as well. Let's take a look at temperatures right now. Up and down the Pioneer Valley, we're in the upper 70s to low 80s, just as we forecasted. So 78 to 82 ought to do it for our high temperatures here this afternoon. It's a little bit cooler in the Berkshires, but that's to be expected. You can see there's a nice, refreshing breeze out of the north-northwest, 10 miles per hour in Westfield and 7 miles per hour right now in Orange, and certainly plenty of sunshine. A few scattered clouds, and there's a little bit of haze from western wildfires that's starting to enter the picture here in our sky as well. Should not be a problem in terms of respiratory challenges, but nonetheless, you could see a little bit of haziness, a little bit of opaqueness to the sky. We'll talk about what's ahead, our rain chances as we head toward the middle and second half of the work week with the 22 News Storm Team forecast.
Massachusetts has announced a third human case of West Nile virus this year. This time, it's a man from Hampden County who has been diagnosed with encephalitis. The county is currently reported to be low risk. There has also been a positive testing of mosquitoes in West Springfield. The first human case of West Nile was announced last week in East Longmeadow. The second was a man in his 70s from Middlesex County. Stewart Healthcare announcing they have reached a deal to sell its physicians network to a private equity firm. The deal will not be official until the healthcare company goes to bankruptcy court and gets approval. Stewart currently owns 9 hospitals in Massachusetts. A hospital in Dorchester and another in Ayer will close at the end of this month. The other 6 are up for sale pending the hearing Friday. Stewart Hospital first filed for bankruptcy back in May. 1 year after it began, the Georgia election interference case against Donald Trump has been stalled. The former president and others are accused of illegally trying to overturn the 2020 presidential election in the state when Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis secured the indictment a year ago tomorrow. It was the 4th criminal case against the former president. She's used Georgia's anti-racketeering law to allege that they all participated in the voting scheme, but allegations from Trump's co-defendants earlier this year have caused a delay and could even derail the prosecution. A judge in New York has ruled that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. should not appear on the state's 2024 presidential ballot. The judge ruled that Kennedy falsely claimed a New York residence on nominating petitions despite living in California. Kennedy has vowed to appeal the decision, dismissing the ruling as partisan. If the judge's decision is upheld, it would not only keep Kennedy off the ballot in New York, but could also lead to challenges in other states where he used an address in New York City suburbs to gather signatures. Another look at today's weather. Another beautiful day out there again. Sense of fall out there with that low humidity. Yeah, a little bit of it. The low humidity and the cool mornings with temperatures that get down to the 50s here. We're going to do that again tomorrow. There could be a little bit of rain, though, here for the middle of the week and also on Thursday. Let's take a look. 22 News Storm Team Skycast, and we head into the evening hours. 5 o'clock here this afternoon. Scattered clouds. We are dry this evening. You can see here at 7 o'clock. Mostly clear. Sunset now before 8 p.m. 9 o'clock tonight, mostly clear. Still could be some leftover meteors from the Perseid meteor showers tonight, and with a clear sky, it's worth a look. You can see here as we head into the early morning hours tomorrow, temperatures in the mid-50s for the most part, maybe as warm as 60 degrees. And then we're getting to some sunshine here at noontime tomorrow morning and some scattered clouds during the afternoon. And there is the chance for a shower, especially in the hills
late tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Isolated showers. Most of us will not see a raindrop, but that is a possibility. High temperatures tomorrow in the low to mid 80s. We'll update weather for the rest of the week and the weekend on 22 News at 5.
A bull headed for a slaughterhouse was shot by police after escaping onto I-495 in Raynham yesterday. Before officers arrived, the bull ran onto 495 and caused 3 cars to crash, sending 1 driver to the hospital. The bull ended up in the water at a nearby lake, but when it saw officers and farm workers on shore, it began to charge at them. An officer fired at the bull several times and eventually shot the animal in the leg with a rifle. Well, Starbucks CEO Lexman Narasimhan is stepping down just over a year into that job. The coffee giant said that Chipotle CEO Brian Nicole will become Starbucks chairman and CEO next month. The change comes as Starbucks sales weaken along with competition from lower-cost competitors in China and boycotts due to Starbucks' perceived support for Israel. Now for a look at what we are working on for 22 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight. The Local Control Subcommittee in Holyoke will present its plan to get out of the school district's receivership. We'll have what this could mean for the city. Plus, we'll have what you need to know if you plan on adopting a cat or kitten with our Clear the Shelters campaign. And a mental health support nonprofit opening a new office in Chicopee. What this means for the community, Brian.
And traffic is moving along just fine. 91 and the Mass Pike are all free-flowing. 391 and 291 looking good as well. Weather looks pretty good. We'll let you know when we might run into some raindrops here this week on 22 News at 5.
All right, Brian, thank you. And of course, as always, thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Latest news and weather updates on our website and on the free 22 News app.